Welcome back. What up? Welcome back to Take a Pitch. How you doing?
I'm a little tired, man. There's a lot going on. I'll keep up. I
Yeah,
mean, you called it the winter meetings are chaotic. So we have
always
this
are.
this thing where it's either the winter meetings are boring as fuck or really chaotic. This year we chose chaos,
Yep.
and I mean absolute chaos.
Yep.
Come on. We had breaking news at what, one in the morning the other
Yeah, it was
night,
almost one. Yeah, of
almost one when it came to San Diego. We had we had oh, we had a classic Heyman mess up.
course.
Heyman went full Nightingale.
So I don't think
Heyman went full Nightingale.
I don't know if it was a mess up or a
Well, we had a
poor.
couple we had a couple spelling errors too.
Well, yeah, but we'll
We,
get
we
there.
the world was introduced to Arson Judge and Coke Hamels.
Yeah.
Um
I'm sure there were more.
oh, I'm sure. I mean, Nightingale messed up too.
What did he do?
Nightingale fucked up bad.
What did
This I
Boob
have
do?
that screenshot I'll send it to you. Oh, we love Boob. Um we'll get to it. I'll send it to you now, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Nightingale had a fuck up, and hey, listen, everyone wants to be first, no one wants to be accurate.
Yeah,
Um,
that's literally it. Which
before the winter meetings, though, you and I got handed some heartbreak, some betrayal, some anger, all
yes.
on a silver platter. And you know how they say everything's bigger in Texas? The betrayal is bigger when it goes to Texas. I'm still a little angry. I'm not thrilled. You know, congrats to him for securing the bag, but fuck you, respectfully. Could have been, could have literally gone to any bar and never bought a drink in his life in New York if he decided to stay. But Jacob DeGrom decided to up and go to Texas. 5 years, $185 million with a 6 year option with full no trade clause.
Yep.
How you feeling?
Over it. Um,
Yeah, even after the presser?
yeah, I mean, got what I wanted out of it. Said thanks
Oh,
to the
yeah,
fans.
after the fact.
And and he reiterated that again on whatever show it was, MLB Now or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Um,
I miss all the network shows.
yeah. But yeah, he
You know,
reiterated that again and said, basically that it was the fans, And I mean, he
so
didn't
yeah,
he
it was
didn't
the fans, obviously.
he didn't he
We were great.
he's a guy from DeLand, Florida, which is outside of Orlando. He's never been the big media presence. Do you really expect the guy that you think that he loves New York City? I would be shocked if he loves New York City.
Listen, apparently he's got a house out near us.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rock Center.
that is such cap. I don't know who told you that. That is the biggest cap
There's
I've
a
ever
picture
heard.
of him and his son in front of a Rock Center fire truck that was circulating on Twitter last year.
How do you know he doesn't know someone that lives in Rockville Center?
Okay, well, even if he does, who is this person? Can you want to just give us pick up the phone with? I have some words. Some words.
A friend, it could be anybody. Who knows?
Anyway,
They,
anyway,
you're gonna
he's not
tell
living there
me
anymore. He's living
you're
down in
you're
Texas.
you're gonna tell me that a multi millionaire baseball player is living in Rockville Center.
Compared to the other surrounding towns, yeah,
Why why would they live down here?
get away from it all. Who knows?
Get away from
Anyway,
it all. Like I was telling you the other day, Reyes lives up in Manhasset in a gated
Manhasset, right?
community.
And Scherzer just got a house in Brookville.
Yep.
You
Nice,
see
very
that
nice
shit?
town.
You
I did
see
not
that
see the
shit?
house. My mom was telling me about it though.
Oh my God, $5.3 million
Yeah.
house.
I'll look it up. But
Oh
anyway,
man.
Yeah, nah,
Wow. So
he
we
is
just
in
outed where
Texas,
three.
and
We just outed where three Mets players potentially have
well,
houses.
you well,
Fuck it.
if you could find the Degrom one, because there's no gated community there, so if you could find the Degrom one, be our guest and let us know. If you try for Reyes or Scherzer, though, you're
Yeah. No.
probably going to get
You might.
arrested.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But
yeah,
anyway,
he's down in
Degrom's in
Texas.
Texas. Yeah.
Uh, Clearly, he wanted the years. Don't blame him. He's going to his age 34 season.
Mhm.
Next year, he'll turn 34 during the season. And
35.
35,
33.
my bad. Yeah, you're right. Um, and he is 34, turning 35. He wants the years.
It essentially
You know,
keeps him in Texas for the rest of his career
depends. I mean,
with a full no trade clause.
so
5 years, he'll be at 39. He doesn't have. I don't think he has longevity that guys like Verlander and Scherzer have.
why?
The arm injuries, unless these injuries though he's had the last 2 years were an absolute fluke to just keep his value as high as possible and to get out of New York. Because there have been a lot of rumors here circulating the last couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Going from him not wanting a relationship with Steve Cohen to him preferring the Wilpons actually, which
I don't know if
is
I
a massive character flaw if I've ever seen one.
I don't know if I
Uh,
buy that one.
Listen, I don't know either, but rumors to him just not wanting to be in New York, to or his wife not wanting to raise the kids in New York. You know, there's so many rumors going around, and only Jake knows the truth. Um, he said he enjoyed he liked what the vision that the Rangers were building, which is absolute cap. He wanted the money in the years.
That's
185 and a
when
half million
everyone
dollars. It's a
says
lot longer, a lot farther in Texas than it would in New York City.
that is very true as well. I mean,
And
mhm,
the Mets reportedly offered 3 for 120, but came out today that
it was
they
over
didn't get to
110,
120.
but it was not 120. So,
Hmm.
I mean, shave a few dollars off. It's really
Yeah,
no
but again,
difference.
it wasn't even 120. So tough look for the Mets in that regard. So you wonder where do they pivot? Real quick before we turn to go to where they pivot. Your thoughts on the DeGrom thing that
I
you
think he
didn't
made the
already
right
say?
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
He's going to be making more money. He wants the years. The he wants to have the certainty. He doesn't want to have to deal with another free agent thing unless he clearly lied a lot over the past year. So, but the only thing that he held true was that he was going to opt out of his contract.
Yeah.
So, does
Which
he
we should
actually?
have known he was long gone by then.
Not necessarily. I mean, you would think that his value would have dropped a little bit. The Rangers are making a gamble. We do not know
Yes.
what his arm is. You know, um, but look at Justin Verlander. The guy was 38 years old and got Tommy John. He was out for a year and a half. Did not pitch at all. Comes back, and he was the best pitcher in baseball last year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you look at guys like that. Max Scherzer, sure, he was hurt a few times this year with the oblique, 2 times, but the guy had a
Yeah.
2.25, 2.26 ERA, whatever it was.
And
They're still good
don't forget
pitchers.
with Scherzer too, he gives it 125% every pitch, everything he does. So of course,
Yeah.
muscle injuries are gonna happen
Yeah.
as he gets older. It's almost
That
guaranteed.
it
Unfortunate. It's
it's
an unfortunate guarantee.
it's gonna happen regardless. What's the difference between Max Scherzer, age 37, and Max Scherzer, age 30, 38, or 6 or 5? There's really
Yeah.
not that much of a difference. You're talking about years here, very, very little time to change. And we're talking about professional athletes. It's a very different ball game as compared to if you and I
You and I.
were
Yeah.
37 and we were going out and fucking giving it
Oh,
all.
dude, my oblique is shot by 28.
Yeah, I'm on the ground
Yeah.
crying. I
Yeah.
think that he made the right decision, money and length of the contract. He will be there for 6 years. If Texas doesn't succeed, I would see that they would probably ship him off towards the end of that deal and
Except
trade him
he has the
somewhere.
full no trade clause.
Yeah, he'll take it if it's the right place though.
Yeah.
So
Last thing on Jake, you said it was a bit of a gamble. Obviously, there's metrics for everything nowadays, and an advanced metric is Stuff Plus. I don't know if you've heard of this one.
I have not.
Um, Takes into account velo, spin, and pitch shape.
Okay.
Uh, Jake is third among starting pitchers at age 34 in Stuff Plus.
Mhm.
The two ahead of him are both younger than 25 in Spencer Strider and Hunter Green. And right behind him is also under 30, Corbin Burns, age 24. DeGrom's the only one in the top four that is over 30. Obviously, it is a risk, but the numbers, the underlying metrics, the face value, eye test, all there to where it's a worthy contract. Don't get me wrong, but it's the health that you got to wonder with Texas. And I agree, it is a gamble, but
I wonder that with anybody you sign though.
exactly,
And we'll
every
talk about
signing is a
we'll
risk.
we'll
Which
talk
is
about
which
that
is why the
with
Wilpons always had insurance policies and everything.
yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Insane. Yeah,
Um
yeah. They recoup back most of David Wright's contract.
yeah, pretty much all of it.
Yeah,
If he missed what was it? I think it was like 2/3 of the season, something like
yeah.
that.
They
If
got the
you
money back on it.
Yep, then they got back I think it was like 90 or 95% of the contract. So they paid like league minimum or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Um
it was insane.
so
Um,
yeah, and we'll
mhm.
we'll talk about injuries with I'm sure quite a few other contracts.
Yeah, I mean, well, we said where did the Mets pivot, and it didn't really take them too long to figure out where they wanted to go. Obviously, we're linked to Rodon and Verlander, focusing mostly on Verlander and succeeding, bringing Kate Upton and I mean, sorry, Justin Verlander to Queens. Um, Now Verlander, I mean, I don't, 2 for 86 with a third year vesting option. So he has to hit, I think, hits 140 innings in
140.
2024
Yep.
to trigger that option.
Yep. Which
And
would be
Verlander said
worth
that he wants to have make sure that that can get triggered. He wants that. Like he wants to
I
be
mean,
that guy.
of course.
Yeah,
I
of
mean
course.
he'll
That'll be his age, what, 42 season?
yes.
Yeah. One more
And that
contract
would
boost before he heads
and
out.
and that would be that that option would be worth 35 million.
Right.
How many people are going to be offering him 35 million on the market? I mean, we'll see. Maybe you never know, but probably not too likely. So yeah,
Yeah. So obviously with the Mets, when you miss out on DeGrom, you turn your attention straight to pitching because that was the entire offseason. You have to build the rotation. You got to
Mhm.
find a bullpen, and the Mets have been active to say the least. So Verlander coming into Queens, Rodon still unsigned. The chances of the Mets getting both of them is incredibly unlikely given today's events. Um, what are your thoughts? Would you rather have Verlander or Rodon? Would you prefer to see Rodon in the years? What are you thinking?
Overall, I think I would rather Verlander. It's hard though. You know, if you want to talk about an injury risk, Rodon is your guy. I mean, the guy has been hurt every single year of his career. There's literally not a single season that he was not hurt. So actually, last year he might have not.
Last year or the year before, one of the
No,
years
it
with
was
the
last
Giants.
year. Well, he's only been with the Giants for 1 year. So
I
there you
thought it was
go.
with their 2 years. I don't know why.
Nah, he was with the White Sox, had his rebound year, and
Oh yeah.
but he
Opted
only
out. Right.
but he didn't what's it called? He didn't have enough innings to qualify. Otherwise, he probably would have won Cy Young in 2021.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, both are good in their own ways. Um, for what the Mets are doing, I think Verlander is the right choice. And yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's clear that Cohen and you guys doesn't want to commit long term to anyone really.
yeah.
Um, at
Well,
least to this point. To
pitchers
this
at
point.
least.
Yeah, pitcher wise. Yeah.
It's kind of taking a
Um,
taking a page out of the Giants playbook over the
Hmm.
past 7 years or whatever it's been.
Yeah,
They don't sign guys long term.
yeah.
So pitchers.
And the Giants have had success. I mean, even the Dodgers too. A lot of the homegrown guys have stepped up for them, but obviously the Mets don't have that yet. Matt Allen on the pipeline, a couple guys there. I think it's really just Matt Allen. Uh,
Blake. I mean Blade.
oh, Blade Tidwell, yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a stud, dude.
I mean they have a
I
few
like his stuff,
they have a few pitchers
but
and I think that the top guy is Blade Tidwell at number 8.
yeah, well, because Allen had Tommy John last year,
Well,
so he
yeah.
kind of dropped.
So they
Yeah.
have a few guys in between like 8 to like 14. They have I think
Hmm.
they're like pretty much all pitchers. And this year will define that. You know, Blade Tidwell was drafted last year. You know, and there's a few other guys in the Mets farm system that they you need to look out for. They might might turn into something. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean the Mets traded a lot of arms to get some pieces. Chris Bassitt's now a free agent. Mets could turn to him to look to fill out the rotation should they miss out on Kodai Senga, who they're still in on. A lot of interest there, but yeah, there was a lot of these guys, a lot of the mid-tier guys the Mets are looking at
hmm
that actually went off the board really quickly. You know, and we can run through them real quick. We run through the pitchers.
hmm
Um, Kyle Gibson very quickly went to Baltimore.
yeah, that's right.
He was a guy that another Mets targeting. Jameson Tyone, they were big on him.
Yep.
He got a 4-year deal for $68 million with the Cubs. Uh,
hmm
the Cubs are an interesting team. It seems like they're trying to spend their way back into contention as opposed to build it up.
No, both.
While also they're trying to build up a farm system currently to be able to. I think they're trying to take the Padres model at an accelerated pace. Build your farm system, but also sign free agents here and there.
Yeah, I think yeah. I mean,
And
I
the
think
Cubs are
that's
in
the
the
right
market
way
for a
to do it.
shortstop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so we'll see what happens there. Andrew Heaney was another name linked to the Mets. He went to Texas 2 for 25 with an opt out.
Yep.
The the guys that the Mets had Taiwan Walker and Chris Bassett. Taiwan Walker 4 for 72 straight up with the Phillies. Um, Good deal for him. Very good deal.
Fantastic for him.
And I'm happy for him. He seems like he's a good guy who would,
Yeah, I
he
love Ty.
wished the best for. Love Ty.
Yeah.
And he did, you know what? He took a deal with the Mets that it was a proven deal for him. Show he can stay healthy, show he's got stuff, because he was a very talked about prospect.
Yes.
So this was a 2-year proven deal, and he proved it. You know, the guy shoved, and he's getting paid from it,
Had
and good
had
for him.
had a couple fantastic first halves from that. So
Yeah, it
just
wasn't bad in the second half of last year either.
no. But
Last year,
he still faltered. So a
oh, of
little bit,
course.
you
But
know.
again, these are the two most healthy he's been. 2 years most two most
Yeah,
healthy years he's been had.
yeah. But those first
So
halves,
again, you
if you could get him to get
phenomenal.
that, and maybe the Phillies are the perfect place because look, Wheeler, right? The guy had what 3 years in a row, or 2, 3 years in a row, whatever it was with the Mets. Second half was elite, top
Yeah,
5 best second half. First half though was horrendous.
horrendous, horrible
Now,
start.
now look at him with the Phillies, right?
You know, again, even though we're Mets fans, we hope wish the best for Taiwan Walker because
Oh yeah,
just a good dude. As long as he's not pushing the Mets. Um, Really the only mid-tier rotation guy that the Mets were looking at linked to that hasn't been signed is Chris Bassett. Now, obviously they linked to Senga. Would you rather have Senga or Bassett?
um,
Now I'm
I got
talking in a general sense, not just the Mets.
oh, uh, I mean it's kind of hard. I would take my gamble on Senga just because he's younger and I know he's a flamethrower. So, you know, Chris Bassett's more of a crafty pitcher.
Right.
Chris Bassett is a very good pitcher. He's a very serviceable pitcher. So,
And he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get
yeah.
paid well.
And the thing is, Chris Bassett is what he's 33,
Mhm.
right? Turning 34 next year. So, you know, I I'd be iffy. You know, I know he said he was saying that he wants a 5-6 year deal. I'd be iffy on a 5-6 year deal for him. I mean, not that he's a flamethrower, so you know he's not going to be losing a step or anything really. But yeah, I'd still be a little weary on that. While Senga is younger, and yeah,
Yeah, no doubt.
what
It's
about you?
it's definitely you can't go wrong either way. Listen, let's not get started on me and Bassett. Okay, we have an interesting relationship here where I like to trade a lot, and my season tickets just happened to send me to 8 Chris Bassett starts in 24 games, 25 games, 25 games last year. So as much as I love Chris Bassett, I don't know if I can sit through another season of 8 Chris Bassett starts on my season ticket plan. I I don't know, but no, I like Bassett a lot, and
Yeah, I
but
like Bassett.
Senga looks legit.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with either.
Hmm.
The price points where we're at now. Granted, with the Mets, they don't give a fuck about the price point at
Yeah,
this point.
clearly. But
But still, what am I paying for this investment
mhm.
as to what I'm going to get back? Obviously, Bassett's older, we mentioned, and this goes for any team really. I mean, teams that are looking for pitching, and the Giants, the Yankees, you know, a lot of these teams looking for pitching.
Yeah.
Bassett's got the established career.
Hmm.
Senga has the potential to be really, really good and make a name for himself as one of the top Japanese pitchers to come over.
Hmm.
Because when you look at it, the Japanese pitchers haven't translated all that well as a whole.
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
Yes, you have Hideo Nomo, but you also have Kei Igiwa. We have a very large spectrum here. Okay.
Yeah, but like that's also they had a very different spectrum over there as well, though. You
Right.
know, I mean, I would much rather take my risk on a Japanese pitcher than a Japanese hitter.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, probably. Because it's the mentality. It's the same thing. Listen,
Mhm.
pitching is pitching. Um, but either way,
All right.
it's going to be interesting to see how the market for Bassett shapes up. With really after Rodon, he's the next guy,
Mhm.
the most established, most best resume really. Um, but let's get into some other deals because a lot happened, as we said.
Yeah.
We touched on Tyone. My pen's not working. Touched on Ty. Just kind of make sure I don't repeat here. All right. The big one that happened that came out of sort of nowhere.
Hold on. You know, you missed a couple, right?
Hang on.
I
I mean,
mean, I
I
could
have
say
my
them.
list down here. Yeah, what do you got?
Zach Eflin
Oh, Eflin, right? Eflin. Totally forgot
and
about Eflin.
anything on Eflin you want to say? Is a 3 year,
No,
$40 million deal with the Rays.
first off, it's the largest contract in race history,
Hmm.
largest free agent contract in Tampa Bay race history.
I mean, is that a shock? That sounds
That's
about
Zach
right to
Eflin a
me.
little bit, but
Sounds right to me.
apparently the Red Sox had a higher bid for Eflin, but he
I'd
chose
rather,
to stay at home in Florida
uh,
to pitch
yeah,
for Tampa.
that makes sense. But I was gonna say I would also rather pitch for the Rays than the Red Sox
Well,
personally.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if you're a guy who has stuff, you're a cusper like Zach Eflin who can break out with the right coaching.
and you
I'm
saw
going
it
to
in
the
the
Rays.
playoffs. As a reliever down the stretch, he started to shine.
Yeah,
Obviously they brought him to start, but we'll see what happens.
yeah.
The Rays are known for unconventional things. And what else did I miss?
Jose Abreu to the Houston Astros, 3 years,
I did forget
58
about that.
million, 58.5 million. My apologies.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Clevenger, 1 year, 8 million with the White Sox,
Forgot about him too.
and
Okay.
Heimer Candelario, 1 year, 5 million with the Nats.
How do I forget about our guy Heimer? That's our
Because
guy right there. How did I
I
forget
know
about him?
because you went to the Grom and you just went forward, and I picked up on it halfway through. That's why. Well, we got it
But
in.
either way,
We got him in.
yeah, you got it. Listen, all good deals for these guys. Clevenger is very much a proven
Yeah,
deal. Trying to see if he can stay healthy.
exactly.
Abreu, I've come around on this. Hey, this guy's on a Hall of Fame pace that no one's talking about.
Oh, you
And he
agree
goes to
now?
Houston. I do. I've come around on this. Yes, I've come around
Oh,
on this.
that's what you said. My bad. I didn't hear that first part.
Yes, yes. I said
Yeah.
this is the take that I've come around on. But um, yeah, he's on a Hall of Fame pace, and he goes to Houston. Can't wait to see how pissed off everyone's going to be when he thrives there.
Yeah, that
In that
lineup.
ballpark, he's going to thrive.
Couple lineups that we're talking about a lot about past couple days.
Oh,
Everyone's forgetting that
yeah.
lineup.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Candelario,
especially with the emergence of Pena there and Candelario. That's a
our
what can you
boy.
get me at the deadline deal?
We're picking him up in fantasy again. If anybody on
That's what,
fantasy
but
is
that's what
watching
hundred
this,
percent a what can you get at the deadline deal?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
It's a
what
yeah,
Nelson Cruz is supposed to be.
it's a flip investment. Well,
Yeah.
teams made offers for Nelson Cruz,
Oh
but
really?
yeah, but he didn't want to leave, or it wasn't good enough in the Nationals' eyes, or something like that. The Nationals had insane prices on everyone. That's their one problem. But
Right.
right,
And the insane prices they have, they won't pay.
yeah, exactly. So
Could have kept Trey Turner. Could have kept Bryce Harper. But
so
instead they both decided to team up
yeah, there you go.
in Philly,
Yep.
stay in the division, torment the Phillies and everyone else. Trey Turner, new Philly shortstop, 11 years, $300 million, full no trade clause. I don't think there's any opt outs. Takes him through his age 40 season. He rejected a $342 million deal from San Diego that would have made him the highest paid shortstop in Major League Baseball history,
On paper.
beating Lindor's 341, beating it, who would have been his teammate, Fernando Tatis, his 340. It, which is still a wacky investment.
The Padres are
We
fucking
long.
idiots for trading him to begin with.
Well, yeah, I knew you'd appreciate that one though. When I
Who they?
sent the Trey Turner picture in the Padres gear, what are they gonna do with all these photoshopped?
Yeah,
I knew you'd appreciate that one.
but like, who did they even get back in that trade? Do you know? I don't know off the top of my
I
head.
looked it. I looked it up like a few weeks ago too. But anyway, um, yeah, Turner. I mean, it was known that he wanted to stay on the East Coast. His wife's from
Mhm.
Jersey. He went to NC State. He's an East Coast guy. It was known that he
Yeah,
wanted
he's
to
from
be on the East
Florida.
Coast. Yeah. So Trey Turner in Philly. That lineup, man. What that lineup's looking like?
Oh, it's a big trade.
Yeah, he was a player to be named later.
Well, yeah, player to be named later. He was
Right.
named.
What was it?
He just couldn't.
What
Uh,
was the trade?
he was sent with Joe Ross to the Nationals. The Padres sent Jake Bowers, Rene Rivera,
Hey,
Birch
there's a
Smith
name we haven't heard in a while.
to the Rays. The Rays sent Jose
James
Castillo.
Shields, right?
No, Jose Castillo, Ryan Hannigan, Will Myers, and Gerardo Reyes to the Padres. And the Nationals sent Travis Ott, Steven Souza Jr. to the Rays.
With the Will Myers deal. Okay. Wow, what a wacky deal.
That is, yeah, 3-team trade. That's right. Hmm.
What a wacky deal. Well, either way, he's in Philly now, and I mean, can we look at this lineup as of right now? Like, this is insane. The lineup that the Phillies could try out on opening day, and obviously they may not be done, which is the wilder part too. Schwarber and left leading off, which is interesting because they have Trey Turner now who can lead off. There's a lot of flexibility in this. Turner, Harper, Real Muto, Hoskins, Castellanos in the sixth spot potentially. That's a deep fucking lineup.
That is
Alec
very
Boehm
deep
at
lineup.
7, Bryson Stott, and Brandon Marsh. I mean, this is a lineup that can mash. The knock on the Phillies has always been their pitching. They made it to the net. They made it to the World Series on the back of their offense and some good pitching. They got a lot of luck out of that bullpen, but this is an offense that come really any must-win game, I don't want to have to face.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is one of
Exactly.
the deepest lineups in baseball, and it's insane.
Yep.
Um, and it sucks they're in our division. But hey,
Yeah. I mean, they really fall off at 6, but after 6, but
we never know what kind of improvements Bohm was going to make with the addition of
yeah.
Turner.
I mean,
You never know what could happen, but either way, it is a very good lineup and a scary one at that. But it's
kind
not
of.
the scary. It's arguably not the scariest lineup in the National League, let alone baseball.
Yeah.
Because to answer this, the San Diego Padres, who missed out on Trey Turner, they missed out on Aaron Judge, which we'll get to in a minute, because they did apparently make a informal offer of 10 for 400 to Judge. They made the offer of, I think it was 11 for 342 to Turner.
Mm-hmm.
They pivot and go to Xander Bogaerts, 11 for 280.
Yep.
And we'll touch on this and touch on the deal in a minute, but when Tatis gets back on April 20th, their lineup can look like Tatis in left or wherever they decide to play him.
Mm-hmm.
Soto in the other in right, Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth, Austin Nola, Grisham. If they get playoff Grisham, they're lucky. David Dahl,
You
who
mean wild card series, Grisham?
facts. David Dahl, who is not a bad hitter. I don't know what happened. Granted, his best years were in Colorado, but the bat to ball skills have always been there for David Dahl.
Yeah, he's kind of just fallen off an absolute fucking cliff. He has been
Yeah, I don't know what
nowhere.
happened.
I really.
Hopefully, in a lineup full of the hitters like this,
Mm-hmm.
either he'll get better pitches to hit, he'll learn how to hit. I don't know what, but when he was in Colorado, he was a threat. And then Ha-Seong Kim thrown out that order, or any variation of that lineup, because that's a lineup you can move around a ton of flexibility, both positionally as well as in that order. A lot of protection you can put. There's so many different ways you can format that lineup,
Yeah.
and it's another one that you look at it, it's five deep.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what you get out of the rest of the guys, it could go 90. You don't know who their DH could be. They could bring back Brandon Drury for all we know, because the Padres don't seem to be done. They have some sort of fucking money laundering scheme to have money coming out their asshole. I
Yeah,
mean,
they got a billion, right? To 4 guys, something like that.
yeah. Let's see. So Tatis Jr. is 341. Machado was 310.
Yeah, 280.
Bogarts is 280, and then Soto's gonna have to get paid.
And who was the other one? I don't remember who. Oh, maybe Musgrove. It might have been him on the
Musgrove is
graphic that I
100.
saw.
Musgrove is 100, and Darvish I think was another one
Yeah,
that they're paying.
but
Either way, there's a fuck ton of money tied up in that core.
oh yeah,
So let's go to the Bogarts deal itself. 11 for 280. I know how I feel personally.
yep.
What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? I think it's a fantastic deal for him.
Fucking fantastic for him.
Um, he is already not a good defender. Um,
Let's start go right into the negatives.
are
Let's
argue
go.
you could maybe
We
even
are definitely not
argue
Mets fans.
you can maybe even argue that he is the worst defender out of the 4 potential shortstops really on the team. Um, he's not going to age well defensively. I mean, he's already not good, so how can he age well? The only way that I see this actually panning out for the Padres is if Manny Machado opts out of his contract after this year.
Right, and that's a huge question mark. There's been no
Yeah,
indication either way.
because
Not only do you have Machado opting out, and then what year after that you have Soto's in free agency, right?
yep,
They Soto for this year and next year, right?
this year and next year. Yep. So, uh, we'll see. Uh, it it's a great deal for Xander. Um,
I'm happy for him.
get him out of Boston, they are fucking faltering like no other. I don't know what has happened with them since they won that World Series. They are inadequate. I'll say that in the front office. They are very, very inadequate.
It's an
So,
abysmal. It's so the deal itself is an overpay. Don't get me wrong.
mhm.
I projected Xander to get a deal somewhere in the 180 to 230 range, somewhere there.
You think that he would get
So
length?
I 30 what 30 years old with
Just
10
turned
years under his
30.
belt,
Yep.
a lot of wear and tear on the body at the big league level.
It doesn't matter. Everyone's been playing the same
At
amount of
at
time.
shortstop though,
Everyone's been playing the same amount of time.
he's been able to stay healthy for the most part. You wonder when it's going to drop off. There, I didn't think he was going to get 11 years.
I didn't think he would get 11 years either. I mean, that's going to take him into 40, you know?
Yeah, I
So
mean, I was thinking he was going to go back. I thought he was going to go back to the Red Sox at like 7 for 180.
7 for 70. Because that's the only deal that the Red Sox would have given him.
Yeah, whatever they disrespected him
They are playing
with that
broke
90.
ball.
They are playing money ball.
They better trade Rafael Devers
Right.
this
And now
offseason
this is
and
what it comes
get a massive haul for him. That is,
this is what it comes down to now. Yeah. You have a Rafael Devers sized elephant in your organization right
would you even
now.
want to be
Devers is
there?
not happy that you let Bogarts leave.
Why would you?
That is the face of your franchise who is 24, 25 years old. The infield version of Juan Soto, and he's gotten better defensively.
Yeah.
But he and Soto are about the same defensively at this point.
Mm-mm. He's much better. Devers
But
is much
Soto?
better than Soto.
Okay. There you
Soto
go.
is not
And
good.
right. There you go. Now, to me, if you want to have any chance at competing in the next 5 to 6 years, you are giving Devers a blank check and going after Carlos Correa. But that's not going to happen. This because the Red Sox philosophy, Chaim Bloom is always wary of big mega deals, and that's always been his downfall.
Playing fucking Rays ball in
Right, it's been his
Boston.
downfall since his time in Tampa. Now, on the other side of it, AJ Preller has a knack for mega deals, and that's also been his downfall. Look at the Eric Hosmer deal, the Will Myers deal, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
James Shields. Yeah, either way, it's going to pay off. Whether it's going to be Preller who gets the better end of it or Bloom. But right now, in this moment, if I'm Chaim Bloom, I'm going to Devers and saying, "Listen, we're building around you. Let's get something done," and
Mm-hmm.
waste zero time. They
Right.
brought in Kenley Jansen at 2 years, 32 million. Do you have a bona fide closer?
Like now I don't understand why. Why did they bring
Wait,
him in?
but wait, there's more.
Okay. Okay.
They brought in what's the guy's first name? Yoshida, the Japanese outfielder,
Masataka.
Masataka Yoshida. 5 years, $90 million, with the posting fee that brings it to 105. That's more than they offered Devers in spring training. Not Devers, Bogarts.
Bogey.
That's the 105 they paid total for Yoshida is more than they offered Bogarts in spring training, which was $90 million.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of that in with the Jansen 32, you're paying $137 million for two players. When in theory, that's where you need to start with Xander Bogarts if you wanted to lowball him. The guy who has won 2 rings as a member of the Red Sox, arguably the captain of that Red Sox team, the face of your franchise for the last 10 years, as you transition out of the David Ortiz era and into the next era.
Yep.
The steady presence at shortstop. You got rid of Betts. You got rid of Benintendi. Both of them for nothing. Sure, Verdugo's not bad, but he's no Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
They botched that deal. We all know it.
Mm-hmm.
And you let Xander Bogaerts walk.
They have.
If I'm Rafael Devers, I am blocking the Red Sox phone number. I am requesting a trade right now and refusing to play until he gets out of it.
Wow.
The Red Sox have shown to me they have zero indication to keep a sustained winner on the field. And if I'm
Have they
Devers,
ever?
I want no part in that.
Have they ever?
04 to 07, that those years. I mean, it's the cycle with them.
5 year
Right
window.
now,
Exactly. That's
they're
where
on
I was
that.
going. What were they in 2012?
They were trash.
Worst team in baseball.
Worst team in baseball. They were
What
trash.
were they in 2013?
World Series champions.
What were they in 2014?
They were not great.
Exactly. That's my point. That's what they do.
Right. But we're now. They were
Yeah.
the top of the mountain was what, 2018? They've been like this ever since.
Yeah, I mean
Just
2021
straight down.
2021 they had a fluke good year. Me and Mike called that out since day one that they are not a good team. They're just playing over their means.
Right. No, you called it. Yep.
Bogey and Devers are the team.
Mm-hmm. Always have been.
They
For
were
the last 5 years.
Yeah, since Devers came up, really.
4 or 5 years, 4 years ago.
And I mean, I guess Trevor Story is probably going to move back over to shortstop, I'd imagine.
Right, and that's the other part that blows my mind. You commit the money to Story for 6 years.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah.
With an opt-out, there was an opt-out in there somewhere, I think 4 years. What's going to stop him from going? You're going to want to keep him there too. Otherwise, you'll get a total rebuild that you're waiting 4 years to start.
I'm
There's
looking.
no rhyme or reason with what the Red Sox are doing.
I'm looking at their team right now. Devers is the best. Next is Story. And then after that, Verdugo, Kike, or Eric Hosmer.
And don't get me wrong. Verdugo and Kike are solid pieces that you will need on a championship caliber team to get over a hump.
But they're not your third and fourth best players on a championship team.
Exactly.
If I am the Red Sox, I am posting everybody for sale. Total
fire
fucking
sale.
Rebuild right here. I mean, fire sale. There's like 5 guys that you could even fucking sell off. They are.
Yeah, they have no pitching either.
Fucked. Yeah, Chris Sale, fucking 6'6", fucking lanky, tiny, fucking 120.
What's his value? A bag of balls and a roll of gauze.
183. Let's see. Who do they have that's of note? Whitlock, Sale, our boy Joely. Nick Pivetta, James Paxton. That's right. I forgot he signed.
I forgot about that.
Chris Martin. That was right.
They just signed him too. Yeah.
Houck and Barnes.
3 pitchers.
Frazier.
All I'm hearing is 3 or 4 pitchers you can get anything for.
I mean,
the biggest name on that is Garrett
Whitlock. Yeah, that's the guy you're going to get the most for. Maybe.
But how old is he?
26.
Yeah, you trade him.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
you got like fucking what, 2 years?
I mean,
of Major League Service at most.
I saw this on TikTok. It was from Will Middlebrooks' podcast with Jeff Passan.
Okay.
Boston doesn't do bridge years.
Mm-hmm.
You need to either compete or tear it down right now. This decision has to be made this month.
Well, just had a bridge year last year, so.
Right. And now it's time to tear it down. I mean, Jeff Passan said it best.
So you agree with me? Thank you.
Teams, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've been saying this. Yeah. But teams like Dodgers. Teams like the Dodgers, Giants, Yankees, Red Sox, teams with established histories of winning, teams that are, have the money to put out
Voiceover
competitive
off.
team year in year out are, you shouldn't. The Red Sox have the money, have the capability to put a competitive team on the field year in year out, and they should be doing that. There's zero for them to be in this situation where they face their franchise ball, botching a trade for the best player they've had since prime David Ortiz, maybe even Ted Williams.
Pedroia.
Okay, Pedroia's, yeah. I was talking about Mookie Betts, but
I know, but I'm saying, Pedroia.
there's a lot that's
Well,
gone wrong.
708 Pedroia was pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot that's gone wrong in the last 5 years,
yeah,
and now we're at the point where the only correction, the only path to success, tear it all down.
I agree. I mean,
That was a long rant I wasn't expecting to go on.
well, you consider yourself partially a Red Sox fan for some reason, so
I do enjoy watching the Sox games.
fuck them.
Um.
They suck.
Anyway,
And
while Boston's in shambles,
hold on.
Okay,
You know the fucking first thing that they should do, Boston.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna say fire Alex Cora.
Fire that rat fucking bastard. Get him the fuck out of here.
I know you or what?
Exile this dude to the fucking moon. Get him out of here. He has ruined that team. He has destroyed them. Look at them. What have they done? Fuck him. Fuck his fucking gray beard. That rat-faced motherfucker. Fuck him. Get him out of here. That's my advice for you, Heimblum. Do it. All right. So what were you gonna say?
So while the Red Sox are in shambles and the rest of the division is playing Moneyball, Toronto hasn't done shit. They've been linked to everyone, haven't done shit.
Yeah. I'm shocked that
they're another
didn't
team
get
wealthy.
Belly.
Yeah. The Yankees had the biggest fish in the pond they had to deal with.
Yep.
But it seemed like a lot of the Yankees offseason was very much reliant on what happened here.
Well, yeah.
With Aaron Judge.
That's what you expect.
Now, obviously, we knew Giants and the Yankees going to duke it out. Judge is going to fly to San Diego during the winter meetings, though, and apparently take a meeting with the fucking San Diego Padres, throw everyone off, who informally gave him 10 for 400, as I mentioned earlier. The Giants reportedly got to 10 for 400, which we don't know if that's been confirmed or not. Heyman said San Francisco was the landing spot. Heyman said he's headed there. John Heyman pulled a Bob Nightingale during the Trevor Bauer saga.
Yep.
Although Heyman backtracked and said, "Oh no, I jumped the gun. Bob never does. That's why we love Bob."
Bob sticks to his guns, man.
Bob knows it's bad info, but it's my info.
He will never holster them. He is keeping them fucking blazing. Alec Baldwin style.
Anyway. So the buzz was all Judge the Giant. Everyone was waiting for it. Apparently, Giants players were hyped about it. Logan Webb must have been left out of that group chat. Because he was very upset with John Heyman, a la Tomas Nido with Bauer. A lot of parallels there. We had to wait almost 24 hours, though. Oh, no, actually, no. Only 12.
Yeah.
12 hours. To wake up and find out that Aaron Judge plans to sign a 9-year, $360 million deal with the New York Yankees. And
New York.
As part of that deal, he's going to be named the New York Yankees captain.
He got to sign with the
No shit.
team that has suffered the most over the fan base that has suffered the most over the last 10 years. Let's
I knew you were gonna bring this up too.
let's take a moment of silence for the fallen and suffering Yankee
I'm sorry,
fans.
but that tweet was hysterical. That tweet was hysterical.
Look,
Like the guy who quote tweeted saying I'm a Marlins fan, ending it with the best player in franchise history literally died.
yeah,
Just
yeah, just asinine. But anyway,
hey,
yeah,
Yankee fans are something else. Um,
Aaron
anyway, Aaron
Judge.
Judge stays where he belongs in New York. Now I know a lot of people were not happy because they
Oh,
don't like the Yankees. They don't like the Yankees.
oh,
That's why. As a self-proclaimed Yankee hater, I love this. I'm a massive Aaron Judge fan. I don't hate the Yankees themselves. I hate the fans. I've said this multiple times. When the Yankees do good, the fans are more annoying. All that fun stuff. Aaron Judge should have been only should only be wearing Yankee uniform. There's zero reason for him to go anywhere else. This is his town, his team. Aaron Judge is the New York Yankees post Core Four.
I agree.
Realistically, that's all there is to it.
I I think
The
the biggest.
Yankees got to the ninth year,
Mhm,
and I think it was Hal who called him directly and said, "Hey, what do you want?" Judge said he wants to be Yankee. Okay, what's it going to take?
mhm.
And Judge said that ninth year. Boom, Hal got it done after meeting the Pope.
Yeah,
True story.
I know.
Hal was hanging out with the Pope. 5 days later, he gets Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I. It's tremendous for the Yankees. It's tremendous for Aaron Judge, and
I mean, the man bet on himself and
yeah,
won at an astronomical rate.
yep. So
But there was a lot that went wrong in this. This is one of the strangest free agent sweepstakes we've seen. Between the Time magazine article coming out, the tweet from Heyman, you know, the staged TMZ video of him in San Francisco. Yeah, all this stuff it was just one of the weirder free
it
agency
was
developments.
of a single guy. Like
Yeah, I mean, granted, Bauer and his merch store was one thing. Judge with everything.
yeah. I was just say Judge isn't
It
a
was
dick
weird.
though. That's the
Right.
difference.
No, yeah.
Bauer
Um,
asshat.
yeah, just absolute clown.
So
That
yeah,
being said, when all is said and done, how will Aaron Judge be looked at in Yankee history?
don't know. I think he will be in Monument Park. I
Oh, of
hope he
course, they put
is.
everyone in there.
No, they don't. But
Oh, it's retired base number, right?
but I hope he is. I hope he's the
Yeah.
next Yankee captain. I think
Well, no,
he
in
deserves it.
his in the deal, it says he's going to be named captain.
Oh yeah.
I read that. Yeah, I think I read that. I forgot who tweeted that out. Maybe it was Jack Curry.
So they have to name him captain at his presser then.
Probably.
He better. If they don't, then you're a liar. I'm holding you to this.
I'll find the tweet. I'll find the tweet.
Yeah, you better. So yeah, I mean it's great for both sides. That's
It's good for baseball.
it's great for baseball. I mean,
Mhm.
the contracts that are being signed over the past few years, it, it is great for baseball as a whole.
Yeah, and
And
yeah,
I was going to say this before, but I think that the biggest mistake that the Yankees ever did was trade for Giancarlo Stanton. They jumped the gun on a guy who won the MVP, had a crazy year. Shouldn't have done it.
well, speaking of Stanton, two things.
Mhm,
One, with this signing, the Yankees become the first team with three $300 million players:
mhm.
Cole, Stanton, Judge. And remember how I mentioned that Nightingale went full Nightingale?
Yep.
Here's the actual tweet from Bob Nightingale, December 7th at 8:58 a.m. I have the timestamp. The hashtag Yankees believed Tuesday afternoon that their offer was
Mhm.
similar to the hashtag SF Giants, but still didn't know yet which direction Stanton would go. Now would have been a perfect time for the bruh button, but
Why?
they didn't know which direction Stanton would go.
I know. Oh, you want me? Gotcha. Now
Bob
I see what you're
Nightingale,
saying.
full Nightingale. That being said, someone tweeted out, "This has to be a joke. He's got to be fucking with us."
I mean, he honestly, would you be
Between
surprised if he
between
was?
that and then his tweet about after the Bogarts deal, where he said the Padres are the first have $300 million players, all infielders, but Bogarts doesn't even have 300 million.
Yeah,
Bob sticks to his guns.
Bob. Like I said, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I said before, he sticks to his guns. He does not holster them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But anyway, let's see. You mentioned Cody Bellinger earlier.
yes,
Surprised the Blue Jays didn't get him. He goes to the
yeah.
Cubs on a 1 year, $17.5 million deal.
I thought it
He
was gonna
had
be one of those
multi-year
two.
offers. Only wanted a 1 year deal.
I'm with him.
Prove it deal with the Cubbies.
Yep.
Nice ballpark for him to play at. And he's getting 17.5 million to try and prove himself.
Yep.
That's a pretty solid proof deal whether you make the money or not.
Yeah.
Again, we mentioned that the Cubs are somewhere in God knows where. They're buying up these guys and trying to figure something out. Could Bellinger be used as a trade chip at the deadline?
Yeah. Of course, he could.
Do you see that going that way?
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very, very possible. But like I said, we'll see. You never
Josh
know.
Bell.
Cubs might compete.
That's true. That's true. I mean, that's what the Guardians are looking to do with signing Josh Bell. 2 for 33 with an opt out after this upcoming year. So realistically, could be a 1 year deal. Josh Bell going to Cleveland, giving them a reliable first baseman they haven't had since Carlos Santana, maybe Travis Hafner. I like this deal a lot. I think Josh Bell's in a perfect situation now. Not a ton of pressure. He can be a veteran leader on a very young club.
Team that needs power.
And a team that needs power. And it's a very good deal with the opt out because he can have a great year, opt out, get himself some more money, or he can have a mediocre year, figure out where the market's at, stay in, get a full $33 million, and he'll only be what 29, 30 when this contract runs out. He's young still, right? 27, I think.
I'm not
27,
sure.
28.
Not sure. Don't know
I
his
feel like he's
birthday.
young.
Sorry.
No, you're good. But either way, it's a good deal for Josh Bell, good deal for Cleveland, and it gives them an actual power bat in the middle of that line.
Yeah, he's 30.
He is 30. Wow, okay. Never mind then. 2 year deal makes a lot of sense. Cleveland was in on Jose Abreu. They didn't get him.
Yep.
So you knew they were looking for them first baseman. What else we got? Oh, well, while the Giants were in pursuit
There you go.
of Judge, their goal was to get 2 outfielders. I guess to pair with Yastrzemski or however they want to play it. Who knows? They signed Mitch Haniger, 3 for 43.5. I think there's an opt out in there. Not too sure. I don't remember. We see a lot of 3 year deals with opt outs in either year 1 or 2, which is interesting because we used to see 3 year deals straight up or 2 year deals. The opt outs were very rare, only for injury cases.
Yeah, mostly.
Now, granted, Haniger has had an injury history and his testicle.
Poor testy.
R.I.P.
God bless the Mariners.
Which is still wild, and that still reigns supreme today. That the Mariners have as many ruptured testicles as playoff appearances in their franchise history.
It is
kind of
just
insane.
as many.
Can we get that ratio to 6-6 this year? I really hope not.
I hope there's 2 people ruptured testicles this year.
You wanted to
keep it on top. Keep it on
You want
top.
the nuts? You want the balls winning? Got it.
Yeah, give it a little cushion.
Oh man, good deal for Haneker. Good deal for the Giants. They get an
Yes.
actual bat. They've missed out on a couple guys. They're going to turn their attention to Correa now. We've known this. Um,
Yeah, how many teams do you think are in on Correa right now?
well, you have obviously Giants and Twins.
Yes.
You got to assume that Baltimore's at least checking in on him.
Yeah. Cubs.
Cubs and the Red Sox have to at least consider
They ain't spending shit.
that market.
Let's talk about realistic options here.
But yeah, everybody but the Red Sox, and that we named.
Any others?
Dodgers maybe.
No, they said they're not gonna.
No, I
Yeah.
missed that.
Yeah, earlier today they said they're not going to pursue. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just them. Because that's the
It's an
thing with
interesting market.
shortstops. So many teams have shortstops, you know? Yeah.
It's an interesting market. I'm trying to think of who else. It's teams. You gotta think of teams that are willing to spend too.
Yeah,
Maybe the
exactly.
Angels. I don't even know. Like the Angels are
They
kind
got
of
so much
in a
money.
weird spot.
They got so much money on the books.
Right, that's the thing. They're in a weird spot. They need a shortstop though.
They do, but
But with the team up
wait,
for sale and
did
all that
they
stuff,
did they get someone
who knows?
in a trade?
Maybe they did. I don't even remember.
Don't
That
fucking
team
brush
is.
me off, you bitch.
Oh, I'm just saying that team is just all over the place. 'Cause
Oh,
between Artie Moreno
Gio
selling the
Urshela.
team.
Urshela,
Oh, I forgot the Brian Urshela. Yeah,
who I'm
but
imagining would play shortstop because
they have Rendon a third.
Rendon. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they're paying
but
fucking
again, the team
$350 million.
is all over the place with them up for sale. The folks got pitching and Trout and then Otani's future, which is now even more being heavily linked to the Mets than it was at the beginning of the year. With Steve Cohen's willingness to blow past the luxury tax, it's insane. Um,
He's gonna double the luxury tax.
he's gonna fucking yeah. He's say fuck your luxury tax. What else
One
did I
past the
miss?
Steve Cohen tax.
Yeah, fuck it. The Mets. We did mention they needed mid-tier starter Jose Quintana 2 for 26. It's a similar deal to Taiwan Walker. Reestablish yourself, figure it out, go find more
Already
money
talked about
elsewhere.
Ty.
Right. I'm saying it's similar to what Ty got with the Mets.
Oh,
Establish yourself again as a reliable starter. Prove you can stay healthy. Prove you can pitch full seasons, consistency. Go get your money elsewhere. And it's a lefty starter, so him and David Peterson will compete. Let's see. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, that's right.
today.
Today, fucking Steve Cohen walked out of his office, wherever, whether it's in Connecticut or at Citi Field, saying, "Are you not entertained by the end of the night?" The fucking famous scene, literally, probably word for word, hopefully. Started off with Brandon Nimmo, another big domino, one arguably the biggest position player available after the shortstops. 8 years, $160 million. Brandon Nimmo is staying in New York, a lifetime Met, we hope. Full no trade clause. This one feels good to me.
It
I
does.
feel happier that Nimmo's a lifetime Met than I would have with DeGrom.
Yeah, it's a different feeling, and
It's a culture.
it's Brandon Nimmo is a guy like I'm so happy that he's going to be here for 8 years. That my
I can get myself a Nimmo jersey. Yeah,
well, yeah, but like
it's only a Jeff McNeil jersey.
I have said this probably hundreds, if not thousands of times. Brandon Nimmo is the player I want my kids to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he is the ideal example for a young baseball player. So
yeah,
to have the possibility that my kids actually might be able to get to watch him, that feels good. Guy that I've always wanted them to watch live. And yeah, 8 years. I'm going to be pretty fucking old, man. So
yeah, sheesh. It's kind of weird. But wait, there's more. David Robertson apparently agreed to a deal a few days ago, by the way, with the Mets. 1 year, $10 million. That was done a couple days ago. He passed his physical today. and they announced it today. No one fucking knew this. Like in a world of
Eh,
constant trying to be first, trying to get it done,
There's a
how no
reason.
one heard about that is insane. Well, we know why.
You go.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, you go.
All right. You said there's a reason. So I figured, okay. But
Oh,
it's the fact that David Robertson's his own agent. There's nobody to leak the news to anyone unless he wants to be heard.
exactly.
No agent fees. David Robertson's getting straight
Yep.
$10 million pre-tax.
Yep. Well, fee, but yeah,
Hmm? What?
not taxed. No agent fees.
No, no, no. That's what I'm saying. There's no agent fees, but he's getting that whole $10 million is his before it gets taxed.
Oh. Maybe you cut out or something. I didn't hear that part. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
There you go.
pre-tax.
Yes.
It's all his.
All his. No,
And
no, no
he's
fees.
made a nice career for himself doing that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
He's been
is
doing that
the I think his whole career
not his whole career.
after his initial couple deals.
I remember, yeah, because I remember on MLB Network, I don't remember
Let's
when
see,
that
it was
was.
his Cubs deal, his Phillies deal, and now his Mets deal. Those three I
Yes,
remember were him. Were all him.
definitely. But
I think there was a Yankee deal he negotiated too.
I don't remember. But what I do remember is on MLB Network, they had him at the winter. He was there at the winter meetings because he had just fired his fucking
Oh,
agent
years
like
ago. Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
day before, and he was there and he was interviewing, and he said, "I'll be representing myself." And he broke like I remember that when he broke the news that he was becoming his own agent. That
Fucking
was like the
badass.
wildest thing. And someone else did that too. I don't remember who, but it's fucking cool. That's really fucking cool
Yeah,
to do.
definitely
But
needs
yeah,
a business manager of some sort.
yeah, probably. I'm sure he does.
So the Mets starting to reshape the bullpen. They also brought in Brooks Raley for
Yes,
Keyshawn Askew. So the
my
Mets
boy.
are starting to put it together here. The next domino to
Yes.
fall most likely is going to be Carlos Rodon. A lot of speculation to him to the Yankees. Your thoughts on that? And is that the place he's going to go? Is there another team you think could slide in and
Oh yeah, of course. The Giants are a big possibility for him to come back. Um, a big thing that I never thought about, you know, when it came to signing contracts as a free agent or in general is for a lot of guys, the taxes are so different in every state, and it's the jock tax. You get taxed for where you're actually physically playing. So those guys in the Central, if you're getting a big deal in the Central, you're really fucking paying
you're
off.
chilling?
But but like California, the highest tax bracket in the country. So
Yep.
for like guys like Mookie, right? He's playing so many games in LA and then going to San Francisco and San Diego, spending a lot of money. But anyway, Rodon, yeah, he could be going back to San Francisco. I wouldn't be shocked about Texas with him, honestly.
Hmm.
I think that they're still on
They've
in
been
play
linked
with
there.
him.
Yep.
Um, maybe St. Louis. I would take them as a sneaky candidate.
Well, St. Louis spent a little money this year
Yeah.
against their MO. Wilson Contreras going
Yeah, a team that never fucking signs free
5 for
agents.
87.5. So they have
Yeah.
Yachty's apparent, Yachty's heir apparent in
Hmm.
his replacement. 5 years. Cubs have got to be kicking themselves there,
Yeah.
but that's a good deal
Yeah.
for Contreras too.
Yeah. I, I guess that's really it. I'm a little shocked that the Tigers haven't done anything.
Done shit.
I think they were a little disappointed with what their free agents did last year and their rookies did last year. And I think they're gonna
They don't want to commit money anywhere. Yeah.
yeah, they're not gonna do anything. They'll maybe make a couple smaller signings, if that, and see what their rookies and their signed players from last year do this year.
Yeah, because Baez looked like the Baez of old, not the Baez of the Mets, where he was patient on the plate. He was swinging out of mind
He was,
all
yeah,
year.
that was
He
by
took a
far
massive
and
leap
away.
backwards.
Yeah, whatever he was doing with the Mets, that was
That's got to be
completely
what he
different.
does going forward. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. What
Let
did
me
you
ask you about
think?
a name here that real quick that I know you like the last few years. especially for the Mets. But a guy whose market we haven't heard shit about,
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Chafin,
Mm-hmm.
free agent, had 2 solid years in Detroit. What's his market looking like? What do you think? I mean, lefty reliever. He's a little older. The lefty release market now that Special's gone away is definitely interesting.
Um,
'Cause he's the guy I like a lot. You and I have talked about him being a Met the last few years.
yeah. But now the Mets are out of that with the acquisition of Brooks Raley.
Yeah,
And I saw the Mets were linked to Chafin. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he would go. Maybe the Phillies, maybe the Braves. You know, those
I feel
teams
like yeah, keep trying to
they
shore up the bullpen.
they love to get those kinds of guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's an
That,
interesting one. I
he,
think he'll play a big role somewhere though.
he could go anywhere, really. You know,
Mhm.
uh, yeah, he went to a shitty team last year, and
Yeah.
hopefully he'll go to
Um,
a better team this year.
and the one thing we won't talk about this episode, but I want to touch on because I'm gonna want Mac on.
Okay.
Major League Baseball apparently is trying to use 3 different baseballs this year.
Yes, that's right.
And obviously, there's the report, they use the juice and the normal balls. We figured national games. Okay, fine. Study was done where 3 different baseballs are found to be used. I didn't read the full thing. I'm still
Yeah,
digesting
I
it. We had a
didn't
lot.
either.
We had a lot to go through,
Too
as you
much.
heard, as you guys could
Yeah,
say.
too much
So
free
we're gonna
agent
try and break
signings.
it down next episode. Just know that that's something to keep an eye on because Rob Manfred has been very adamant about how what baseballs are used, stuff like that. I believe there's something to do with the supply chain that they're blaming, which, yeah, whatever. Deal with it. Everybody's dealing with it. There's something fishy going on that someone's got to explain some stuff.
Yeah,
That's all I know. Um,
that's really it.
Congratulations to Fred McGriff, elected to the Hall of
Yes,
Fame unanimously by the Contemporary Committee.
yes.
And the Pittsburgh Pirates on the first ever draft lottery. Thoughts on that one? I mean, I know you watched it. I suffered through it
It
all,
it
so
it was about a total of 10 minutes. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer.
at least 15.
I, it's a draft lottery. I mean, but
Could have
you
been a
know,
little more of a
I,
show.
I, I that's what I was going to
Everyone
say.
looked
I think
awkward, uncomfortable.
yes, the presentation could have and should have been much better. They should have made it, the draft stage and graphics and, instead of fucking Raul Ibanez saying the fucking Florida Marlins, you know,
You okay? You caught that too. Thank you.
oh yeah,
Thank you.
and flipping it
And no one
over.
touched on that either.
No, of course. Why would
Everyone
they?
glossed over
Yeah,
that.
of course. They're not gonna call him out on his mistake. Um, but yeah, I mean, I I like the idea of it. I do think that it's the first year, right? We'll see how it goes. Um, they'll yeah, they'll
Oh yeah,
upgrade it. It'll get
yeah.
better.
Oh yeah, I agree. It was just stuffy and uncomfortable,
Yeah, like
which was an interesting one.
but I like the idea of it. Like the A's got fucked, right? They should pick three. They're going to be picking six now, right? So
The
like,
A's got fucked. Wow, where have we heard that one before?
and the Texas Rangers boosted up, and the Twins, right? They were like 10 and 11 or 11 and 12,
Something like
whatever,
that.
and
Yeah,
then they were in the top six. So
I think the Cubs dropped down too, or something like that.
yep. So
Uh,
you know
it
it
was interesting.
it it worked. It worked. It did. You know what?
It caused it slight chaos.
Yeah, but not. I thought it was going to be a little bit more drastic. Like I wanted to see the Brewers get that fucking first overall pick, dude. That would be
Oh, from the 18 spot,
beautiful.
yeah,
That would be yo,
or at least the top 7.
ah, dude, fucking top three. It's one of those bottom fucking teams. That would be the
Yeah,
absolute chef's kiss if that happened. Any of
I
those
do.
fucking Orioles, Giants, or Brewers.
Right.
Go
I
on.
do want to say though, I found I think we're gonna have to use this thing more often. The manifestation card from last week.
The fuck?
I wrote this. Remember the last episode we did?
Oh yeah, that's right.
It worked. Manifestation right here. Bring back Nemo. Nemo is back in the fold. Um, yeah. If you haven't already, click the link in all of our any of our socials bio. Go vote for the Hall of Fame on our ballot. We have 50 ballots already in. They don't release the results till end of January. Plenty of time. Let's get these numbers up to 100. Send your friends, family, anyone who knows baseball. Follow us on socials. Don't be so fucking smelly. Buy Soap is on Soap. We've been rolling. Haven't had a chance to do that in the middle. Soap is on Soap. 15% off. Use promo code TAP. 15% off your soap order. Don't be so fucking smelly. Don't be like the Giants. Don't stink it out so bad that no one wants to play for you. Don't be like the Padres and just have throw money at everyone just to get them to come to you. Don't be so smelly. Get some soap. Soap is on Soap. Soapison.com. 15% off. Promo code TAP.
Oh,
Check out the boys from the tip. From the tips on the power play. Boys are killing it. Yeah, check them out. Socials at Take a Pitch on everything except for fucking YouTube because that's fucking stupid. It's Take a Pitch Pod, right? Take a Pitch Pod.
yeah. But it doesn't
We're
matter.
not
You
gonna
type in Take a Pitch, but do
Yeah.
at Take a Pitch Pod if you want to find us directly because they
Yes.
changed it. They changed it. Fuck YouTube. Rumble, baby. That's where we're at. We're on Rumble now.
At Take a Pitch.
There's no at, but Take a Pitch.
All right, works. So at Take a Pitch. There you go. We're just
Yep.
claiming it now. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Take a Pitch.
Yes, sir.
Merch link in bio. Let's see. Am I missing anything else? Oh yeah. Billy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have to create a lawsuit against our friend Nick Federico for stealing something that you say right around this time of the episode too.
My trademark. I haven't done it in a while, but yeah.
I know. Why don't you show him how it's done?
Well, we got
Peace.
Love you. Bye.